Hey, and welcome back to How to Be Real, a place where we can be real in a world obsessed with fake. I am Tasha B. I'm an actor, filmmaker, writer, and creator that is loving the April showers.
Bringing the May flowers.
Okay.
Fingers crossed.
So water my garden.
Okay, thank you. And I'm Tay. I am a creative producer, lover of all things wellness, and your favorite local yogi.
And after we get that out the way, I say, how you doing, Tay?
Girl, my therapist jammed me up yesterday.
Don't you hate that?
I do. And it's had me feeling kind of jammed up, not gonna lie. I'm like, damn, you really touched on some things. So, I'm hanging in there. I'm hanging in there. And honestly, I feel like if you could see our little table in front of us right now, you'd be like, feels like that.
One of them days.
One of them days, girl. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling cool. I have been really focused on filling my faith cup. I feel like I was running a little bit low on some little self-faiths, and I was definitely slacking on my personal faith practices.
Oh, yeah.
But something that's been helping is my garden. So I like going out there and having some tea or even meditating out there or even just sitting out there and just saying whatever, let me eat this ice cream cone out there or whatever. It's nice. And I'm really excited about what I'm growing in my onion. In my garden.
Yes.
I have potatoes now. I have my herbs. They have survived from last season and are thriving.
No, they're looking lush out there.
And things
for
are
sure.
growing. And then I even just planted some green onions that you had brought from the store. I rooted them and then put them in the ground and
they're getting big.
They're starting to, they're alive and they're starting to do their thing and regenerate, do that nature thing that they like to do.
Yeah.
And then I got a rose bush for Valentine's Day,
Yes,
and the flowers have appeared.
I can see them from here.
So it's just a really dope place to be. It's like, oh my God, I had faith that my rose bush was gonna, flower, and it did.
Yeah.
I had faith in my little herbs were gonna make it through the winter, and they did. I had faith that these potatoes that I put in the ground were gonna do something, and they are. So
Okay.
it's just really nice to see that.
Yes.
And be encouraged and have my faith, have some little faith in my cup.
Yes. It's like my faith is restored. Sheesh.
Little by little.
Little by little, girl.
Speaking of faith restored, shouting out to Victor Glover, the pilot, the black man who piloted the Artemis 2 spacecraft that traveled around the moon and back. Yep. They got to see the dark side of the moon, the side, the moon doesn't spin. So we're always looking at the same side of the moon. She's just mirroring us. Yep. Well, not mirroring us, because I guess we're spinning.
Oh,
She's
true.
Not.
Yeah.
So they went to the what people say the dark side, but really is the other side of the moon. That we don't get to see. So that's pretty
the back
dope.
of the moon's head.
Back of the moon's head. And they said that that the craters, back there they found a crater that was so deep because water can't exist in space because it's a vacuum.
Right.
But there's a crater so deep in there that there was some water still frozen, I think.
Whoa.
I believe. I could be wrong. Who knows? But I did see that. I did see, I follow some people. It's there's this girl and there's this guy who are both very, into astronomy and the cosmos and talking about space and NASA. And they were saying that, that crater is, so deep that there's actually some frozen water in there.
Wow.
And that they might, and that's why they all want to kind of get a ship that can go to the moon and back, go that distance and come back. Because there are things that they want to mine on the moon.
Oh, is that right? Can y'all just kind of leave things be?
I know.
Just leave our moon alone. I freaking swear, if you do something to my girl, the moon.
You're taking stuff off the moon. And then it's funny because somebody was like, you realize when they went to the moon and brought that moon rock back, that was the first time that they added to the weight of our planet.
Yeah.
Literally leaving the planet and bringing something back. Is that gonna fuck something up? This is oh, I
never thought of
some off-planet material on here now. But maybe that happens all the time. We get comets and meteors and stuff, so maybe it's fine. But also, I don't know.
Y'all just stop messing with stuff.
Please.
Just stop. Don't touch it. The mama in the store.
Why are you mining? Don't mine please leave it alone. But it was dope to see Victor Glover.
Yes.
And I saw a video where one of the other astronauts were talking to the camera, and Victor was in the back putting on lotion, and they were like, he is not gonna be ashy in space. He's gonna, and I'm like, I'm sure, hopefully everybody was moisturizing, because that it's like there's no gravity, there's no atmosphere.
You're just getting pulled down and sucked dry.
Like, please pat some
Jergens,
pat some moisturization into that skin.
Right.
Stay
some
normal.
Cetaphil.
Please, something. You need something, girl. Vaseline.
Come on.
Coat yourself. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But
that was a black man move
yes,
right there.
He was like, look, they gave us lotion. I'm using the lotion.
Okay, thank you. I'm not about to be ashy on national television.
That part. And going into the 3 realists, bro. 3 realists, things that we used to struggle with, but we've managed to heal it or change it over time.
Right.
Over time. What's your
3? Ooh, okay. First thing, flight anxiety.
Ooh, that's a good one. Cause
yes.
Yeah, girl.
It used to be very bad, and it's so crazy because it was like I used to not have flight anxiety. Then I had a panic attack on a plane randomly in 2020 or 2019, and it just jacked me up like from there. But I was able to get over it. I was able to get over that. And the craziest part about getting over it was I just had to stay on the plane for longer. Like that was really what it was. It helped because Rod was on the flight that I took to New York, and I hadn't had a 5+ hour flight since before 2019. And so I was so scared. I almost like just didn't go because I was like, no, don't want to do it. And I did it. And after just being like, oh, I did it, that switched up everything. It just switched up the game, just facing the fear head on for real.
Yeah.
So that definitely trippy. It's still like now it just manifests in a different way. I don't necessarily feel like, oh shit, but more so just like a lot of anticipation leading up to it. Once I'm on the plane, I'm like, okay. Or really once I'm in the air, like once we are lifting off and we finally get to our cruising, then I'm like, all right, I'm cool. But most of the time it's just that anticipation of like,
So for me, it's definitely landing and taking off. That it's like, landing not so much because by the time it's landing, you're like, thank God, I'm going to get off this motherfucker. So it's a little bit less, but the takeoff is absolutely like, oh my God. So I definitely feel you on the plane anxiety. But yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Exposure therapy is what I was going to say earlier. That's what they call that. Exposure therapy. Like you just got to like expose yourself to it.
Yep. Face it.
And be there. And pay attention to how you're okay.
Yep.
And then it'll go away. So that's good. Eventually. Over time, that's a good one.
Yeah. Thank you. That's definitely one of the bigger ones. Yeah. I was like, another one is acting out of impulse 100% of the time. Or at least like 90% of the time. I feel like that has been, although it's not a bad thing to be impulsive or to like make impulsive choices, it can definitely, too much of a good thing can turn into not such a great thing.
Yeah.
And it's not always like the impulsive things it's not always fun, the impulsive things. Sometimes you're making a choice that you're like, I'll say yes to this now, even though you know that when the time comes, you're going to wish you said no. You know what I mean? Or like things like that.
Yeah. Sometimes
it's great to have do you want to go on this roller coaster that you never would say yes to? And you're like, yeah, sure, let's just fucking do it.
Fucking fuck it. We ball. Let's
go. And it makes for good memories. It always, impulsive vibes, I feel like, always make for good memories, whether it was negative or positive. Maybe not good memories, but just memories.
Memories.
Strong memories.
Honestly, after enough time passes, all memories are like, wow.
That's true.
That was crazy.
That's true. That's true. But one of the ones that I feel like, for me, it makes it stick out. You know? Like where it's just like on a whim, good or bad, it sticks out in my mind. Yes. Core memories.
It's changed me a little bit. I'm different after this one.
That's exactly right. Yes. And I really had to start to be like, okay, girl, not all the decisions have to be made on just like a whim.
On a whim, yeah.
Like it's okay to think about it, to take it back, to think about your decision a little bit,
Yeah.
maybe that might feel a little
Sleep
better
on
in your
it.
body. Yeah.
Take some time with it.
Yeah, exactly. My third one is biting my nails. I feel like that's been definitely a thing. Like ever since I was young, I was a nail biter, like hella young. And then slowly I was like, okay, I honestly, and this sounds crazy, but I really like took it one finger at a time. I was like, okay, I'm gonna stop. I no longer bite my pinky. I no longer bite my ring finger. Like it was just like doop doop doop, plucking them off.
Funny. You weaned off.
I had to wean off, no, for real. And like sometimes I'll still pick at my fingers, like specifically just like my thumb, really. I'll like definitely pick at it. And I'm trying to get better at that. But now I'm like getting my nails done and like making sure I'm taking care of my hands makes me not want to do that, you know? So I feel like whether it's me, myself, or me at the nail shop, like just paying attention to my hands. Because I think for a little bit, it kind of felt like I had a relationship with it, like, just a bad habit. I was going to say kind of like, when people like pinch themselves or use the rubber bands on their hands and stuff, where you're just like trying to use it to cope with the situation you're in.
Kind of thing.
Yes, even though it hurts, It's very strange the way the mind works in that way, but anywho, glad to be away from that one day at a time.
Yeah.
Right?
Heck yeah.
So, because that doesn't mean like the urge doesn't come, because it still comes, and it's crazy because it's like been so long, but something that I still attach to like as my younger self, which is a trip. Like, damn, how am I 34 years old and I'm still trying to fight off a habit I built when I was a child? Like,
I feel like there's a lot of those. Like, you know what I mean? A lot of them are just maybe more like
less physical.
Yeah, less physical habit.
True.
But yeah,
Trippy,
I feel you. I used to bite my nails. I think I bit my nails up until I was in middle school, and they ended up getting me that nail polish. I think
you got it for me.
That tastes
terrible,
horrible, and it lingers.
Yes,
it's
does.
horrible. They got that, and that got me because that shit was sick, and it would ruin. I'd be so mad when I did that because then it would be like, now my food is gonna taste disgusting. I just ruined my whole day. I just ruined my the palate ruined. Ruined my palate for the day. I'm eating hot Cheetos and it's just not hitting. I'm still tasting that nasty nail.
Don't let your lips be just a little dry. You lick your lips.
Ugh.
Shit's
whole
gross,
mouth
bitter.
Done for the day.
Yeah.
Done for the day with that nail polish, but it helps you stop biting your nails.
It really does.
It tastes like shit. It's like tar, like street tar.
Literally, it does.
Like you just ate a chemical.
Oh, gosh. But what are your three, girl?
Yeah, okay. So my first one, it's like, at first I was like road rage, but then it was like really like letting outside things and outside people like really piss me off. Like, especially road rage though, because then you're in traffic, you're driving to and from the bay, like you're gonna be up freaking set.
Yes.
Because there's always gonna be that jerk who like, there's traffic and this person wants to weave. It's just like, boo, there's traffic. If you look at the line is red.
But literally.
The line's red. You're trying to zip around. No one's zipping. We're not going anywhere. It's literally just traffic. Just chill. Just chill the frick out because you're making more traffic by doing all of that shit.
You are. And you might even cause a fucking accident.
Right. You cut in front of me. Now I got to slam on my brakes when I was actually riding. When you're stopped going and then eventually you just find the speed that's like the distance from the car in front of you and the speed that where you're just like, my foot's off the gas and I'm just rolling.
Yes.
And I like this because the stop go is really irritating. And then here comes this asshole coming in your perfectly timed space.
That's right.
Messing up the flow. Now you gotta, and then they just to keep doing, anyway.
It's like, chill.
It really pissed me off.
Yeah.
And then it really was like, okay, they can't hear you. They can't see you. They don't know you.
Yep.
This is you in the car by yourself, ruining your own morning. You're stressed. You're stressed.
I am.
You just cortisol through the damn roof now.
Yeah.
So what I started doing was keeping either some CBD drops or a joint in the car.
Smart.
Especially for like the way home from like a job.
Yes.
Because that's really when it was kicking. Like, I'm ready to be home now. I'm ready to be home.
I've been home. I've been out all damn day.
Right? Traffic on
In
the
these
way
streets.
there, I'm preparing to be in work mode. It's actually not. Okay, this is extra time to get ready. But on the way home, I'm ready to go
I'm ready
home.
to be home.
I'm tired. I've been up since 5 a.m. I'm ready to go brush my teeth again.
Thank
Eat
you. Oh
some
my
food
gosh,
and be
right?
home. Come on. So,
like, let me decompress.
See the red line? You're approaching it. Oh yeah, let's go ahead and get the joint out.
Where my
We're
lighter
stopped.
at?
Great. We're lighting this.
Mhm.
We're opening the sunroof, and we are just going to put a podcast on.
Right.
Slow all this shit to a grinding halt in this car and out the car. And if somebody's tripping, they tripping. Not me.
Okay. That's a good one. That's
That
a good
helped,
way.
and it really did translate to other areas of my life of just like in what other spaces can I kind of shift into that same like, all right, well,
Sure.
hey, we're here.
Yes.
What are you gonna do? You're waiting in line. The line is hella long at the store. Well, what can we do? Is there a magazine? Is there my phone? Do I want to be on my phone? Is there a podcast I'm listening to that I could just disassociate and listen to that?
For real. Why
Like,
just wait?
Just wait.
Oh, it's my turn. All of a
Sometimes
sudden.
it's nothing, and I just stand there.
Yeah. Like
You
I was just saying, yeah.
Find a good spot to stare and just stare.
Stare. Get a good stare going.
And just
Those are nice.
kind of idle.
Yeah.
Just idle until it's your turn. Fine.
Idle for real. It's okay to be bored sometimes.
It really is. Just wait. It's fine. Just wait.
It's fine.
My next one is negative self-talk.
Ooh.
That sounds vague, and it sounds so simple to say these things, right? To be like, I stop the negative. Now, I didn't just totally erase negative self-talk, but the negative self-talk is nowhere near as harsh as it used to be. It used to be curse words and razor blades and lemon juice in there. And now it's more like, ooh, you're wearing that? Is it?
Oh.
You're like, this is cute. Is it?
Is it? I don't think that's cute.
I don't know if it is.
I think
Is it flattering?
you should take that off.
Is it flattering? I don't know if it is. You know what is flattering? Those jeans you always wear.
Go get them.
They're flattering. Just throw those on.
Just
We
throw
know.
them on. We
what we're
know
getting.
that works.
We know what we're getting with those.
Yep.
Just do it.
Just put them
It's
on.
more like self-doubt, which is, hey, useful sometimes, but are we ever going to completely get rid of it? Probably not.
Probably
At least
not.
it's not, bitch, up.
Right. It doesn't have to be out of pocket. Like, damn, you're out of pocket bitch.
Okay, now I'm fighting in my head with me.
Literally.
Why? But yeah, something that helped with that was catching those mean comments that, they're involuntary. We're not like, hopefully not actively thinking that. But what I started doing was kind of flagging it as that was mean.
Oh, yeah.
That wasn't nice. And you're just like, it wasn't.
Well, I guess it wasn't.
That wasn't nice.
Mm.
So I still do that if it does, but most of the time it's more of just like something that is way more clear that it's like anxiety or fear or, a little bit of self-doubt, a little bit of insecurity creeping in, and it's way more identifiable than just an angry voice telling you ain't shit.
And you're like, right.
And you're just like, wait, what? Am I
I'm
not?
not
Now
shit.
you're spiraling. Now the anxiety comes in. When really that was anxiety the whole time. Just being like, girl, is this enough? That's better than you ain't shit. So,
no, for real.
just, taking the sting off. So, taking it from, extra spicy to like medium.
Yeah.
I always wonder which one is more spicy, mild or medium?
I think it's medium. I think it goes mild, medium, hot. I think.
I hate that mild and medium are like, are
Mild-
those not synonyms? I don't know.
They seem
Maybe
like they
they're
are
not.
synonyms,
Maybe
though.
they're not when you get real technical, but I'm always, whenever I see two sauces, it's like mild. This one's mild, this one's medium. I'm like, wait, I want the spicy one. Which one is more spicy? Ugh.
That's a fact. I feel like I switch them up as well. And I'm pretty sure the mild is the base
Is
one.
like the less. Mild seems like, if you
Mild.
think like, ooh,
That was pretty mild.
that was a mild slap.
Yeah,
That
exactly.
was a medium slap. Okay.
That was medium.
If someone was like, I'm going to slap you. You want
want
mild or medium? Like, okay, maybe
Pick the right
mild.
one.
Mild.
What a
Medium
mild
sounds
slap.
like you might put some
stank on it.
shoulder into it. You know what I mean? Mild is like it might be all wrist.
Right.
Anyway. My last one is...
Tasha always trying to slap somebody.
No, at the end of the day...
She's like, this pimp
it
ham's strong,
it all
okay?
comes down to how hard is it going to be? How hard do you want it?
That's also always a question.
You know? Okay, so my
Yeah.
last one is being vulnerable and asking for help and support when I need it, and add to that, like, being okay with people seeing me not be okay,
Oh my
which
gosh.
is hard. Like,
Who knows?
I remember being in therapy and just being like, why does my husband not see that I'm struggling? It's like, well, did you tell him you're struggling? Well, no.
But he should be able to tell.
And it's just like, oh. And my therapist being like, lovingly, you do present as somebody who's like pretty much good and have your stuff together. So I think if you're having a tough time, I can understand someone in your life like needing to maybe hear that from you and or see it.
Yes.
Don't fix it up for someone to walk in the room.
Like, damn.
It's tough.
If it's hard, don't act like you got it.
Fine. And if they ask you, how are you? I'm okay. Don't say that if you're not okay.
If you're not okay. Like, it is okay to not be okay.
It is. Especially in your home with your loved ones. And I feel like that was my own
trusted people,
thing. I was just like, yes, trusting the people in your life.
Yeah.
To be like, you know what? I'm not good, girl.
I'm not great.
Here's what's going on. Yeah. You know what I mean? And then like just trusting that people can be there.
Yes.
So yeah, that took a lot of like peeling away layers, barriers, walls.
Yeah.
Shields, masks. There's a lot of layers to peel back.
I'm going through that right now. Like, that has a lot to do with why my therapist jammed me up the other day. And I feel like I'm on that path of like, I thought I was being open. She's like, you didn't tell me anything. She's like, you keep saying this and it and the and the thing, but I don't know what that is. Do you know what that is? I'm like, I thought it was X. But now that you say that, I'm like, I don't know if I do.
Maybe it's a bunch of things.
I was like, honestly, girl, I am confused. Like, I don't know. I don't know. I'm like, I'm just coming to realize that there are a lot of things going on inside of me, feelings and things that I really don't say and don't even know how to start saying it. So I feel that on the vulnerability. That's why I'm like, kudos. Because, girl, this is one of the hardest things that I've worked on in therapy in a very long time.
Girl.
So I'm like,
years for me.
How did you do it? No,
it really is, like I said, you peel back a layer. The like, let your husband see you struggling. Don't clean it up.
Yeah.
And if they ask, especially if they ask, because I was one of those people like back in the day where it was like I would just get so tight. Yeah. So it'd be like, are you okay? I'm fine. Need anything? No. Whole time my whole body is like this. Tensed. And I could use this or that or some help or something to eat or whatever. And, then it gets to the point where you may not struggle with this, but I know for me it was like you get used to that, and then it's like, okay, now I got to find balance there. Now I'm kind of like a lava cake. You know what I mean? You ask me, are you okay? I'm like, actually, and it's like, okay, wait, hey. What do you need?
Right.
So
yes.
Trying to find that. I feel like that's maybe where I am now, where I'm like, I'm trying to figure out how I can do it in a way that feels true to me and what I need, but also doesn't have me feeling like, oh, I kind of did a little bit too much there, or I maybe shared a little bit too much there, or maybe I shared too soon, and now I wish I would have kept some of that to myself, or maybe I shared too soon and I didn't even need to share that. Like that wasn't even supposed to be something that was for anyone else. I think that was just like a me thing. So maybe sit with some things for a while. And if you want to share, but if you don't, then don't. And just kind of if it comes up, it comes up. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Don't feel like it needs to be shared.
Mm.
You know? So I don't know. I feel like it's a give and take thing. But
no, for real. Ooh, the journey and the process, because Lord D, sometimes I be getting caught up in like, this is already very hard for me to share. And so if I'm met with not the response that I think I'm going to be met with, I'm like, you know what? And this is why I don't do this.
exactly what ends up happening when you're just like, wow, now you're mad. Wow.
Yeah, literally.
Okay, well, guess we're not going to dinner.
This is why I don't effing do this. And I will never do it again. And it's like, no, don't think of it like that. Stop.
The first step, though, is you have to be okay not being okay.
Yeah.
And then you take care of your needs and all that. That way, if you share it and that happens, and you're like, well, I'm going to go over here. I'm going to take this book. I'm going to take this ice cream. I'm going to take Sex in the City. And I am going to sit
Maybe
here.
a little insecure.
Maybe some insecure, maybe some living single.
Yes.
You know, sister might come on.
Ooh.
I don't know. And then there's, this new movie that looks super cheesy and corny and rom-com-y, and I'm finna watch this.
Need it.
And you can play your game. I don't know what you're gonna do, but
right.
This is what I'm doing.
Yep. Oh, you are so right. Sometimes you gotta be okay with being messy.
Because
breaking it open.
When you trust that you can be there for yourself in those messy times, then if you do let somebody in, it's more of like it'd be nice if you were here, but I will totally be fine if you're not here. Like it might not be super comfortable, it may not be, yay, the girls in the tampon commercial, but I will absolutely be totally fine.
Yeah.
Like, I'll watch Legally Blonde, eat some snacks, take a nap, go for a walk. I'll be okay.
I'll be good. Ooh.
I got me.
Period.
That helps because then you don't feel like it does still hurt. Like, damn, I need to like it still feels like that, but it's also like you might feel like that, and then you'll be like, you know what? Where's my journal?
Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna be okay. I've been here before with just me by myself, upset. I'll be fine.
I'll be fine. Let me go see what my friend is doing. Let's go
That
hit the town.
Let's do something. What do I need? And
What
I
do
feel like
I
that
need?
also helps because like my husband would always say that, like, what do you need? And I'll just be like, I don't know.
Literally.
But then it's like when you take the time, it's like sometimes he'll ask and I'll be like, I don't know, I'll think about it, and then I leave. And I come back and be like, can you give me some curly fries and a milkshake?
Yeah. That is what I need,
and
actually.
then let's watch this movie I just found. It's like, okay. You know what you know? Okay, I got you. He'll go get the stuff, come back, we watching the movie. I feel a little bit better.
Yeah. Yeah. All is well right now. Things are nice.
Good. That helped.
Yeah.
That helped.
Oof. Man, one step at a freaking time, huh?
One step at a time.
Damn.
Yeah. Sitting with the discomfort, that's tough. I feel like I'm cool sitting there, but then there is a certain point where it's like, all right, how long are we sitting there?
I'm over the discomfort
I'm ready to get up. Why is it not over?
I'm gonna need this to hurry the frick up.
Life.
Thanks. Yeah. Dead ass.
Oh, speaking of life, our weekly reel is, we're taking stock of who we are, the women we are, and what this space at How to Be Real means to us.
Yes.
We've got some new people listening, some new people tuning in, and we just want to,
guys,
and we really, I don't know, have we ever done an episode like this where we're just talking about who are you? If we have, it's been a while.
Yeah,
so
that's what I think.
It's high time. We went ahead and did this.
Yeah.
Who am I today?
Yeah. Who are you, Tasha B?
I think the first thing that I really want to say is I'm a woman, and I feel like fully accepting, womanhood has been something that I think, I turned 30, and it is a different level. Like, I remember back in the day when Rihanna turned 30 and everybody was calling her Thicana.
Yeah.
And it was, and everyone was like, that's that after 30 body, baby. You turn 30 and
body just pop out.
Curves unlock a little.
Okay.
You know what I mean? You start. So, and I remember seeing that. I'm like, okay, I wonder if that's going to happen to me when I turn 30. And, it does.
Yes.
In so many different ways, though, more than just physically. Like, there's a lot of, emotional things that happen and a lot of mental. It almost feels, you feel like I think I really understand now what people mean when they say, or what people would mean when they would tell us, like, oh man, I wish I had, like, I wish I had the wisdom and stuff that I have now, especially in the self-confidence of now when I was 20.
Yep.
Because I would have been dangerous. And maybe that's why young ladies in their 20s, that's that God does that to save the world.
No, literally.
From female domination. Because, honey.
Woo! Talk about it, girl.
Being a grown woman. You feel so powerful.
Yes.
And you do, like, for me, another thing that tapped in was, like, the feminine rage of just, this shit is too much, and it's been too much for far too long. And it's not even just your own life's worth. Like, there's your life's worth, and then you start thinking about, like, your mom and your grandma and your great-grandma and all the shit they had to go through. And then, on one hand, you're like, I'm so grateful, that I can get a credit card and,
own my own bank account,
own business and a bank account, and drive a car and get a driver's license and divorce somebody if they're tripping and report, my husband can't just beat me or sexually assault me. Like, I have rights. Yes. And I'm glad to be born here because I literally have ancestors. Not even ancestors. My grandmothers couldn't have bank accounts, couldn't own property without a man.
Yep.
Couldn't get a credit card without a man. My grandma couldn't get a credit card without a man.
That's literally like 2 generations, maybe 3. Crazy.
That's nuts.
Nuts.
It's crazy, and it'll make you crazy, especially because they're still talking about we have too many rights. It's like we barely.
We want it to be like how it was back then. Trad wives and blah, blah, blah. You're like, bro, you can be, women do just choose to be traditional wives. Like, just find a woman
every day,
who just chooses to do so.
Values.
Yeah. Why
do you want to take a woman who doesn't want that and make that her only option? Why
force
do you want
everyone to do so?
It's
fucking tripping.
So ridiculous. Like, for me, it just feels like, when women have the choice and they're not choosing men don't want to, like, change at all or try harder or look harder for someone and be themselves out in the world and try to just maybe be a better human being. Instead, you're just like, no. What if she just has no choice? What?
But try to take a choice away from a white straight man.
Shoot.
And they're like, oh, hell no. I'm really trying to think, when has a choice even been attempted to be taken away? It's like no choices were ever taken away from them. It's just more choices were given to other people to be just a little inkling closer to some kind of equity. You know what I mean? Like, and y'all still tripping. Anywho.
Your tiki torch is in the street over that. And that's why we are where we are. Okay. And right now, that feminine rage for me is, I'm pissed, I'm angry, but I'm also like, I feel powerful, I feel empowered, and I also feel like they have tried to stop us. Like we were just talking about, homegirl that ran the Boston Marathon.
Oh, yes.
They were physically trying to stop this woman, and she did it. Men.
They said punching her in the streets.
Beating on her, spitting on her, trying to stop her from running. Absurd thing to do, but she fucking did it. She persevered, and that's why,
26-something miles.
One of my favorite quotes is, nevertheless, she persisted. Because that is literally women's history throughout the world, baby, throughout time. Nevertheless, she persisted.
They'll say that about me. They'll say that about you.
They'll say that about all of us. All these women right now. Girl, have you seen Apocalypto?
Yes.
That scene where she's in that pit and it's filling up with water. She has her toddler and she's giving birth.
She gives birth
to a baby.
Yes.
Dude finally gets there. You're like, oh my God, is he going to make it to save his family? He finally gets there. She's floating the baby on her shoulder. Yeah. The toddler's standing on her other shoulder and she's barely head above water, like, She fucking, like, good on him
That's
for making
some superhero shit.
Thank the Lord he made it in time. But that woman, surviving with those 2 babies in a dire situation, she was, man, watching that scene as a grown woman, you're like, yeah, oh my God.
It made damn near make you want to tear up.
This is why they're scared of us.
Yes.
This is why they're scared of us.
Because I'm going to be honest, I'm sure that if you ask any woman, if she knows a woman who has done some heroic type shit and damn near treats it like it's regular, all of us, I will say a large majority of women that, at least that I know, I'm sure a large majority that you know, can say they know somebody who's been through some, like, oh my gosh, incredible shit.
I can even say myself, some stuff I look back on and I'm just like, wow, I can't believe I did that. Like, I can't believe
that was me.
I mean, we were just talking about these things that we were struggling with and overcoming. Those are just personal struggles in life. So, like, we know, we were talking earlier about getting your period and having to just do life, keep doing life.
Regular, same, having a bad day, but on your period. Having a long, busy day, but on your period.
Having a stressful day that everything is going wrong. And on top of that, you're bleeding. And you're in pain and you're cramping and you have a headache.
You running an Olympic race.
On your period. Running a marathon on your period. Women do stuff on their period all the time. Going to fucking space. And you're on your period.
Dude, like, going to space on your period would be crazy.
And there's no, like... if men got their period, they'd have all the, like, oh, take your time. Yes. Oh, it's okay. But because everybody gets a week off work. There is literally, like, no excuse. And it'll even be a joke. Like, what are you on your period? Actually, yes. Like, get slapped. Get slapped. Get slapped. I should be able to slap anybody who looks at me the wrong way.
Thank you.
Because what are you doing right now?
Thank you.
You're lucky. I don't have a gun.
Right. Fucking ass. Yeah. Yeah.
You're crazy.
No, I'm glad that we're talking about, like, the who am I, because I know we've mentioned this on the show before, but, like, on Anger Management movie where Buddy's like, no, not what do you do? I'm asking who you are. Like, yeah, because this is a good practice to, like, when I was writing these notes down, I was like, oh yeah, like, who am I? Like, not what do I do? And there was a couple of times where I was like, no, that's what I do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, let me...
And I have that on here, but it is kind of like... You're right. Like, that's not who we are. I know for me, woman is definitely a word that I deeply identify with. Like, I definitely identify with that. I'm a woman.
Yes.
And I fucking love this shit. So, But I do also really identify as an actor. And a writer and really creator. Like, I do feel like that kind of encompasses it all.
Yes.
And I feel like as I've stepped into that woman, feeling empowered, feeling the power of being a woman that I feel, in that same way, I've been able to step into that power of creator. And it's funny because, women bring life. And so it's like really stepping into that. You're like, oh, I'm a creator.
Yes.
I be creating things.
I be birthing ideas.
Taking items and making a thing with it.
Yes.
And so I really like that. Like, I now don't feel like I need permission from someone else. Like, I don't need someone else to be like, you are a writer.
I dub thee.
You are an actor. Go ahead and tell everyone that you are. Oh, you're not. I feel like all of those limitations are really melting away because it really just feels like, who even are you? You're not even, you can't tell me that I can't make something. And every time, like, literally, I make something, like, I like doing, like, watercolor and stuff. Even the podcast, like, I did this and you couldn't stop me.
I did it out of my own free will because I wanted to. Something in my spirit said to. And I listened.
And I fucking listened.
I birthed from nothing to something. Like, what the freak? Yeah, I definitely resonate with creator. I'm a deep thinker and a deep feeler. Mm-hmm. Like, I feel like I am working. I'm somebody who is working on how to let a lot of those deep feelings come out in a way that really let them come out and be okay with the messiness, like we were talking about earlier, which is very difficult. Somebody who's learning how to break that shit down. Oh, I am a woman who's learning how to let her inner child be a child and not be in the driver's seat emotionally. That's who I
That's a
am.
deep one.
Yeah, because I am realizing that a main reason why I think I'm working so hard on like really allowing the messiness to come out or to crack open a little more, as you put it earlier, is because little me, I think a young part of me is very much in protection mode, like, I think we got it. And I think I'm still very much working on realizing what my relationship is with my own emotions as the woman Taylor, not as like young Taylor, adolescent or, child. And it's like, well, of course I would have an issue, coming to terms with certain things or like releasing certain things because I don't feel like I'm operating off of the emotional maturity of like who I think the adult version of me should be. I think. I'm still working that out, but
yeah.
That's definitely, I think, right now in this very stage, a big part of who I am, Um, but I'm very much also a lover of whimsy, a lover of fun.
Oh, girl, same.
I really enjoy high energy experiences. So I very much think that's baked into who I am.
Yeah.
And I'm a yogi.
I was waiting for you to say that.
Yeah.
She is.
I'm a yogi. I am someone who tries to really practice not only the physical movement practice, but also how that looks and feels off of the mat, in my day-to-day life. Like if I took a break from the asana practice, I would still be a yogi. You know what I mean? Like regardless.
Like practicing yogi throughout your life.
Yes, like trying to practice non-harm, like to myself, to others, trying to really get deep in like self-study of myself and kind of have been for some years now, like things like that where you're like, okay, it's not just about if you can show up on your mat every day.
Yeah.
But like, right, it's about, okay, how are you using these principles and applying them to your day-to-day life?
Exactly. And I feel like that is, when I think of how I relate to yoga, that is the part that I've always really identified more with.
Yeah.
I think doing yoga for me is like, it's a medicine. And so one thing that I have on here is I'm a fitness enthusiast. Like I love all the things that are making my life better, like yoga, stretching, mobility. I have a whole like routine that I do for my hips because I get really tight hips. So there's just like certain movements that I take myself through, at least every other day to kind of grease my joints a little bit, oil them up, a little bit, lubricate my joints.
But oil in there.
For me, it's not so much just one thing. Like I love to run.
Yes.
I like lifting weights. I like Pilates. I like lifting really heavy weights. I like walking. I like hiking. I like running, trail running. Riding my bike. Like anything that's gonna get my body like moving and feeling strong and feeling good and moving well. Like I love all of that stuff. On top of like you were saying when it comes to yoga and just kind of approaching life in that way, because it's not so much about, for me at least, it's not so much about how you look, it's more about how you feel. Because you feel really good. You look at yourself, you like what you see, you're moving, you're picking stuff up, and you feel capable.
Yes.
You feel sturdy, you feel strong, you feel like if I had to fight somebody, maybe I could knock them out. Because
I could run and still have some energy to.
I can pull myself up if I'm ever hanging on a ledge. Like I'm feeling very confident in my abilities to just, I have a strong, healthy body, and I love how that feels, especially with like no pains, no aches. For me, I had like really bad back problems, and then I strengthened my core, and they went away.
Girl.
So it really is something that's like, if you're struggling with like for me, it was my lower back. It was crazy. But you start strengthening that core,
and your body's like, oh, thanks. Thank
Now
you.
your body can hold itself up.
Mhm.
Okay, this shit, we moving with weight.
Okay, look. I heard that, girl.
But I'm also an avid reader. I like reading. I like
Mhm.
words. I'm a word girl. I love talking. I love reading. I love writing. I love
Yes.
listening to other people talk. I love watching plays and movies. I love listening to music. Like, I want to hear the words.
Mhm.
Say stuff to me. I love it. Yay,
Yes.
nice words.
Same.
Deep words.
Right.
Words that make me go, ooh.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? But I really, really, I'm a word girl.
Yes, I love that. I feel like I'm a storyteller and an appreciator of stories as well, because
Yeah,
I do
same.
love storytelling mediums of all sorts. You
Yeah,
know what I
I
mean?
love a good
Books,
story.
movies, TV shows,
Your
whatever.
homegirl
Like
just yapping.
your homegirl just yapping. Like, you know, sometimes even when you're just like talking to maybe somebody at work or a client or something,
Or even a stranger.
or even
they're
a
telling you their little story.
stranger.
Like, what?
I need details now.
Who?
Where?
Why would they say that to you? I don't even know you. I don't even know
who
your
said
name.
it? How are they connected to you? Like, literally.
Fuck him, girl. That was rude.
I'd like to be in on the story,
I
honey.
want the tea.
I want the tea.
No, for real. Even on social media. Okay, so tell me why this boy. Oh, what happened?
I'm tuned in.
Let me sit down. Because, for real, what happened?
I need the stories, girl.
But I do feel like, okay, strong, powerful woman, but I'm also very sensitive and vulnerable as well. Like, I have those two sides. Like, I remember seeing vulnerability as something that I needed to, like, find outside of myself, when really it was like, it's there. Yeah. You're just, there's just, usually we have like that threshold of like when we'll get there. Like maybe things have to get so bad for you to get to that vulnerable space. And but it's there.
Yeah.
That vulnerable space is there. That sensitive, soft girl is in there. You're just protecting her. So you just have to, find her in here, not find softness as some concept that's outside of who you are.
Yeah.
And so for me, that is something now I'm like, okay, there's a lot of duality. There's a lot of, like you were saying earlier, messiness to being a human being. And all of it exists at the same time. Like, as much as I am a word girl, I also really like gifts.
Right.
So it's like words of affirmation, yes, but also
Gifts.
You bought me this?
This is something physical, tangible that I can
You
touch
bought me
and
some
hold.
shoes. Thank you.
Oh my gosh. And they're actually cute.
I know. I like that too.
Same, girl. Shower me, okay?
Oh my God. I know. I am a loving and kind person. I feel like I spent a lot of my life telling myself I wasn't that. But at the core, like, when you start really getting to like, where's me? That's the core. Like, I've always been loving and kind.
Yeah.
And as an adult woman now, I'm like, oh, I do my best to like try to live in that space for the majority of my time. Like, granted, we can't all just live there, babe. So we have to step out sometimes. But for me, I do try to bring it back to that of like, okay, how can I lovingly check this person or lovingly handle this situation? Or what's the kindest way possible that I can tell this person they got me fucked up?
Yep.
Maybe I say nothing and just don't even respond. And that's
the kindest way I can do it.
That's the kindest way that I can do that. But even if it's that, it really is just like, okay, I don't want to spread harm and negativity and, just drama. Like, I don't want that to come from me because I don't want that in my life. I don't want to feel like that, and I don't want to make others feel like that. So it really is just like, yeah, I think it's best if we just kind of try to just not.
Yeah.
Try to just not. And just be in this space. Kind, love, bring it back, ground it to that. And then I find that it's just like I never really, how like sometimes when we're impulsive in anger or hurt or whatever, and you end up saying some shit you didn't mean, or saying some shit you mean, but in a way that was like totally fucked up. Like, ooh, that was totally harsh. I put nails in that bat and smacked them across the face with them words. That was too much.
Yeah.
That was offensive. I shouldn't have said it like that. So yeah, I find rooting it in that love and kindness can, and that'd be taking time.
For sure.
Because the impulse is like, say it now. And sometimes it's like, wait, let me think on it.
Mm-hmm. Because I want this to come across. I want to be heard.
And I want this to come from a true place.
Exactly.
Like, that's that.
I want my truest words to be heard.
Yeah. I want to be honest. I want to come from an honest place, like a real from me place. Not like in the moment I was upset, this feeling, and who knows what's feeling, because, stuff be happening. We complex beings.
Right.
So,
you can't always get it right.
Yeah, but, like, leading for that. And it's funny because, like, the duality of, like, yeah, I want to lead from love and kindness, but I also, like, I don't like to allow disrespect or nonsense either. Like, I don't have a high tolerance for that.
Mm-hmm.
And I think before I would be like, the reason why I didn't think I was kind is because I am one of those people that's immediately going to at least look at you away if you say something that's like, oh. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I caught that and I didn't like it. And it's it's not me to sit here and say nothing or do nothing. Like, I either need to look at you weird and get up and walk away or say, that was rude, and then get up and walk away. But I can't just sit idly by. That's not me. And I realize that, like
I feel like we need to check in. Like, what's up? Did you mean it the way I'm taking it? Because it came off rude. So
came off a little racist. Yeah. I don't know about that. Are you okay?
This is how I picked it up.
What is this?
Is that how you put it down?
That made me uncomfortable.
Right.
Extremely. I was offended.
Check yourself on that one.
But yeah, so just understanding that duality, those two things can exist. You can be this powerful woman. You can be this soft girl. You can be, this little child and this mother at the same time to yourself.
Yes.
And it helps to be that. I know something that I've enjoyed in my 30s is kind of mothering myself and kind of being that maternal energy that I need. Because, we still need it. And it's, unrealistic to expect that our moms are still that for us. And then a lot of times we're like, that actually isn't healthy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't think the way you would do it, I love you so much, but, like, I need to do it my way. Only I know what I need.
Yes.
So it really isn't anyone's responsibility. So it's really on me to be like, all right, what do I need right now?
Yeah, what's going on? What do I need from the me, the big mama bear version of me to me? How can I mama bear myself?
Yeah. And sometimes that is a little kick in the butt.
It is.
A little reality check.
Exactly. Moms aren't always nice, but, like, they always lead with love, or they should always lead with love.
Coming from kindness, coming from love. Like, again, what's the kindest way I can tell you, girl, get up?
Get off your little bum and get to the thing that you promised yourself you would do.
What did you say you were going to do today? You should
keep your promise to yourself. Yes.
You should get there. It's kindness, but it's also, girl, come on.
Yeah.
You know what's up.
Discipline is a form of love.
It is. It
especially to a certain extent.
It absolutely is. It really is. And I feel like another thing I'll say is I'm a wife. And I do love the bond that I have with my husband. And I like how we have grown so much. I mean, we've been together for 10 years and we've grown so much. And, we always meet each other. And sometimes that's a process. Sometimes it's a rough patch or like some growing pains of somebody being like, what the heck? Now I can't say this? What the heck? And you're like, no, actually, I'm working on this. So we can't do that anymore. You know what I mean? And it's a learning process for both of us. But what I like is that we both are willing to meet each other where we are. And I really like that because it's hard to grow with somebody who doesn't want to grow or isn't comfortable with change and people changing like that. So I feel like that's something I really appreciate. So when I do think of like, who am I? I'm like, oh no, I am a wife.
Like, I'm definitely that.
That's a part of it.
That's definitely a part of me. That's who I am. Yeah.
Self.
Yep. I feel that. I feel like I'm like very intuitive. I feel like I have certain gifts that I'm like starting to learn that they are gifts. Like for a long time when I was younger, I used to talk to adults because I would always be around adults because my mom, I go wherever she goes. And I would always have these mini like therapy sessions with people, but I'm the therapist. You know what I mean? Like I'm the one who's sitting there asking you, like, so what's going on with you? I feel like I've been noticing you kind of acting like this.
With adults?
Yes, girl. And they would really humor me, and like there would be several of my mom's friends who'd be like, you have like a little gift. Like you should really be like.
Did you ever want to be a therapist?
Only like for like a split second, just for a split second. But then I was like, okay, dealing with people's problems is a lot. But then I feel like for a long time in my growing up years and my formative years, I really would be attracted to other folks who, like friends too, who have issues, you know? And you're like, oh, okay. Why am I trying to fix everyone? Like, or why do I feel like I'm the come and be friends with me and we'll get through it together. And it's like, that's sweet and all, you know, but also too, it's like, what about you? Who's there for you? And maybe like, did you do that because you didn't feel like there was space for you to be open with them or to like share? And also too, if you're always friends with people or you're always surrounding yourself with people who need your help or who need you in one way or another, there's not going to be room for you to need them, you know, honestly. So you're gonna kind of condition yourself to not need anybody
and not have anybody.
That's
the thing when you're so, I don't want to say guarded, but when you're guarded like that and you step into that role, it does make it like people don't think you need anybody.
Right.
You almost like set that tone in these relationships with people.
Yeah.
So I definitely feel you on that.
Exactly.
I definitely feel you on that.
Yeah, so I feel like I do have those types of gifts, like very just, I feel like I'm good with being intuitive, like picking up on things that are like, I might not tell you that I'm picking up on one thing or another, but I'm like, eventually, I'm like, oh yeah, I was right. You know? I feel like I like who I am. I'm I would say like a quiet, confident type. Like I don't have to do the most to feel like for folks to be like, oh, she's confident in who she is. You know, as much shit as I'm trying to unravel from myself at the moment, like, or for myself at the moment, I feel like I, for a long time, have always been like, one thing somebody's not going to say about me is that she's not fucking confident. You know what I mean? Like, I want to not come out like, oh, y'all gonna see me, y'all gonna listen to me, y'all like, no, I might not have the most to say, or like, I might not be the most like, you know, boisterous in a room or whatever, but like I also don't need to be, you know. Even without that, I feel like I am the type of person who comes in like, whether I'm loud or not, you're gonna notice me, my energy, you know what I mean? And I like that. I feel like that's helped me a lot in just life. You know, that's just been, I'm now again a new thing that I'm like embracing about myself, about the fact that that is who I am, not just, oh, people are just nice, people are just this, people are just that. Like, no, bitch, you are a confident type of person. You have that in yourself. You walk through that and you make sure that you, like, that's something you truly do work on. So why would it be just somebody else? Why can't you just like,
accept,
embrace it? That's you, girl. That's you. So anyways,
yeah,
that's definitely
I would
something.
say I'm grounded. That's what I think is, like, I'm grounded in who I am. That's something I absolutely have known. It's weird because I can have certain things like what we were talking about earlier when you were saying like, oh, the nail biting is something you've had since you were a kid. I'm like, I realize feeling like, or knowing, I always try to diminish it, knowing who I am and being connected to that, to like the root of who I am from a really young age. Like I have memories of just being like, that's not me. Like, you know, my mom trying to get me to wear certain clothing items and me just being like, absolutely not. Like, that is not my style. And it's like, you're 4. What do you know about your style? Like, what do you even know about style? You don't know anything about anything. Just
don't worry about that.
But I'm absolutely like, no, foot down. I cannot be seen in that. What?
That's how it was about my hair.
Like, those pants don't have pockets. I'm not wearing that. It's just
Nope.
like very, very rooted and grounded in who I am. And for me, that is the energy that I feel like walks in the room with me of just like, yeah, bitch, I'm standing right here.
Yes. Yes.
Like, you know, I'm definitely like Toph from Avatar. I'm the earth bending girl where I really am walking in, and you know, hey, you might be uncomfortable. I might come off as abrasive to you, even if I'm just standing there. Like I've had weird reactions to people with me just sitting there. Like
I'm just here.
I come in a room, I just said nothing to no one. I leave the room and someone's like, oh, so-and-so thinks you don't like them. I said nothing to that person. What are you talking about? I remember there was this girl in high school. I had a friend, and she had a friend, and me and her, we had like our own friend. We're like, I had my friend, she had her friends, but me and her were also friends. So like we'd see each other in passing period, and I'd walk up to her friend group, say hey, like a collective, hey y'all, hey, wanted to talk to you, da da da, woo woo, ha ha, woo, bye. And I remember one time she was like, oh, this particular friend thinks you don't like her. She thinks you have a problem with her. And I'm like, who? Who? Which one is that one? Okay, well, yeah, no. Tell her I don't.
I didn't even know who she was.
I don't even know her. I have said nothing to her. I've never done anything to her. And so, yeah, those types of things where I'm just like, what is I didn't even say anything. What do you mean I have a problem with you?
Like I didn't.
I'm just standing here.
I'm just being myself.
I'm standing here like a boulder. A nice boulder. As Donkey would say.
Truly. No, that is so real. I feel like I've experienced moments where like I'm very like, you know, like I was saying earlier, I like a good whimsy. I definitely am like, you know, into having the fun or like high energy moments.
Yeah, break out into song or something.
Exactly. And so many times I've had people be like, yo, is this not embarrassing for you? And I'm like, what? Like, and this is usually like, okay, like you said, like dancing in a store. We're grocery shopping, and all of a sudden, I gotta hit the move because it was just hitting too hard. And it's like, okay, is that not? You're kind of, is that? And I'm like, bro, or you know, the music's loud. I remember one time I was in the car and the music was too loud, and I just ears or fingertips in the ears, like it is loud. And my dad was like, take your hands down, like that is. You look weird. And I'm like, it's loud.
It's too loud in here.
Like, what the fuck? I'm going to do whatever it is that makes me comfortable. Maybe that is, and sometimes the feelings are just so much that it has to come out. And so sometimes, like you said, like you're just doing you, and people are like, oh, you're making me cringe, or like, are you not embarrassed? Like, and it's like, bitch, for being myself? No, I'm not embarrassed for being myself. Like,
are you?
Right. Are you?
You're embarrassed. You're embarrassed by me doing something. Well, just don't look at me.
Right. And it's not even like I'm doing something that's like truly, truly embarrassing. Like, you know, spitting on the floor in a public place or like
digging in your butt.
Literally
sniffing it.
Burping hella like fucking loud on like speaker or something. I don't know, like just weird shit. But I'm like, again, that just seems weird. Not necessarily embarrassing. I don't know, but everyone's different. But I think
everyone is different, and it's funny how like, you know, there's so many different ways to be like confident or sure of yourself. And I feel like for me, like I feel like when you said quiet confidence, I was like, I feel like you're a lot more
louder,
bubbly and outgoing. I wouldn't say loud, but I just think you're more extroverted is what I would say. Like you absolutely exude. You do exude the confidence, but you are very much gonna be the person who speaks first. And you know, like I remember hanging out with you, I'm like, ooh, girl, go up there and excuse me, we want to sit right there. We don't like this table. Yeah, she's gonna do it, and I'm not cringing at all. I'm actually like, thank God, please go and I'm gonna sit at the table like. Yikes, I hate this table. Until they ask, is this table okay? Actually, oh my God, thank you for asking. Because it's really not. I'm so glad you read my body language because I did not want to be that girl. But girl, I hate it right here.
I'm like, my elbows just got bumped twice.
People keep walking by and I cannot.
I think we need to move.
But you would absolutely be like, see my body language and be like, This table sucks, huh? Yes. Let's go ask if they can move. Let's not sit here.
Yeah.
Let's sit anywhere but here. We will go to a different restaurant if this is the only table they got for us.
That's true. That's true.
So yeah, I would definitely say you do like
let's asterisk that one.
Yeah, like you dancing in the grocery store. Yeah, that's absolutely. And it's nice because it's something that I've been able to kind of observe and be like, okay, yeah, because this is, I'm comfortable doing that with certain people. Mm-hmm. For me, it's absolutely like, if I don't really know you like that, I'm not really going to be, it ain't like that. Mm-hmm. We're not cool like that.
You get a certain version.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Or like people I work with, other actors, I feel like it's more of a creative space. Yeah. So you feel a little bit more, you're artistic. Everyone's in their like creative, vibe. Yes. So you can kind of do things. But like some places aren't a safe space and some people aren't a safe space. And that type of shit pisses me off when someone's just like, whoa, you're doing too much. That shit makes me pissed. Like it makes me want to never talk to you again.
It does.
Like okay, leave me alone. This is why we don't hang out.
Leave me alone.
Because they're playing Whitney and I love this song.
And you're mad because I want to sing?
Sing a little piece of it. And you're what?
Now you're like, I'm like, okay.
We're in Ross. Relax. Bro.
Right, relax. Right, acting like
no one has been looking.
You're acting like my 15-year-old child right now. And I'm like
who are you, Beyonce?
Right.
The fuck? And even Beyonce, would she be embarrassed? I don't know. You're doing too much, though.
Gosh. Girl.
I feel like back to like the duality of things, though.
Right.
Like, I know that I value family. And I feel like back to the balance of like balancing loving your family, being a family-oriented person, but also respecting my own boundaries and my own peace enough to be like, okay, look, I want to love on you so much, but if I get too close for too long, shit gets crazy. There's drama for some reason. And like I was just saying, I don't like drama. I don't want drama in my life. I will watch a drama all day, every day. I will read a drama. I will act in a drama. I don't want my life to be the drama. I hate when my life is the drama. Ugh. And it do be. Sometimes we can't get over that. Yeah. But what I'm saying is I try to minimize the drama in my life.
Yes, as much as possible.
So if you're a person that is bringing drama, and if I keep trying to come with, okay, well, here's a solution. What can we do? And it's just drama, and I could just tell you just like drama, like you. And some people like that. Some people like a little chaos, a little bit of in their life. And I feel like good on you. I feel like I have enough.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like
I don't need any extra.
Life is enough. Mm-hmm. I don't need other things. I'm in a committed relationship. I feel like that's gonna have its drama, and it's like that person, the person I share a bed with, that person I can have. Okay, we can have some drama,
right? And
we'll work through it. But I shouldn't have drama that's that deep. I'm sorry, with people who I'm not married to. That's how I feel. Yep. Like we're not living, like we're not enmeshed like this. I don't want to be enmeshed with anybody, and I'm not even really enmeshed with my husband like that. So I definitely don't want to be enmeshed with a friend, a family member. Like, this is too much. It's not that deep. You are my family member. And it's not like you're my family member, like you came out of my body. Or you sleep in the bed with me and you helped me make a child that came out. Like, if it's not that, like, baby, I think we got to keep it at, there's a fence.
Yes.
Please stay on that side of it.
We need strong boundaries here.
The boundaries got to be there. Yes. And we can take some time. It's fine. We can take some space and some time.
Yo.
And I could pop in and be like, whoop, more space, more time. But I still love you. Getting to that place of like, that doesn't mean I love you any less.
No.
That doesn't mean that I don't care about you. That doesn't mean that I don't wish you well and wish you the best and clap when I hear good things about you and say good things about you when other people ask me about you. That doesn't mean that. It just means that, like, babe, the drama is I can't. Yeah. And I'm sure you don't need it either. Like, I'm not trying to be your drama, and I don't want you to be my drama. I just want us to be good.
Really, honestly, is that too much to ask? Come on now. No, I feel it, and I feel like that's why, like, our space, our How to Be Real platform is such a dope, important space for both of us, because it's just like we get to show up on this platform exactly as we are, where we are in these moments, like in our dual personalities sometimes whenever they hit, you know what I mean? We don't have to like run and hide from it, because it really is like just you and I showing up here, having the types of conversations we would have anyways, but like a little more pointed, and getting to share it with other folks who might be going through it too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. What are some of your like most important things that stand out about having this platform?
Yes. For
Having this
me,
space.
definitely that, having the space. For me, I like that I can come here and I don't have to pretend or perform, because, you know, both as an actor, but also as just a human, because I feel like there's a lot of times where, you know, and I remember we were talking about How to Be Real and what our ideas were and what did we want it to look like. It was absolutely something where we were like, you know, it's How to Be Real because we want to show the real of what all of this is, right? Like we were talking about some of the things that we've been able to, you know, manage and heal from and change in our lives. And that stuff takes time, you know, different time for everybody. You know what I mean? It's different for everybody, but it takes time. It takes figuring out, you know, it's going to be messy. It's going to be something where you don't really get it right. And that's the part personally that really frustrates me about, I guess, life in general, is that like, why can't I just be good? Like, why can't things just, you know, why can't it just be A, B, C, D, like y'all said?
Girl.
Wasn't that one of the first things y'all taught us? A, B, C, D. But life is not A, B, C, D. It's not.
Nope. It's really not. It's not
It
that
rarely
linear at
is.
all. At all.
It's never simple as
Like
A, B, C, 1,
A,
2, 3.
G, F, Y, X.
And then there's a
B.
letter that you can't even identify. Like, what even is that? What is that? Is that
the upside down?
Wait, there's a 5? What's happening? What is this? Is this algebra? I don't even know where are we? What is this? What are we doing?
Talk about it, girl.
It's just too much. It's too much. Life is too freaking much sometimes, and I love that I can come here to How to Be Real and just kind of say that.
Yeah.
And just be like, I don't know what the heck I'm doing, you know? I'm trying to do this, but it's also kind of hard. I don't know. So it's nice to have that space. I mean, mainly like the I don't know, because I feel like I'm one of those people that I'm very heavy on the like, there's so much that I don't know. Like, honestly, there's way more things that I don't know than things that I do know.
And I do.
And so with How to Be Real, it's cool to get curious about things and learn things, because sometimes we pick a topic that's interesting to us, not because it's something that we've been through or something that we know about, but sometimes it's because it's something we don't know about and we want to explore or learn and read about, and then even jog our, you know, get our minds running and thinking like, okay, well, yeah, let's make up or not make up, but like, let's come up, let's learn about this thing and then form an opinion on it.
Exactly.
And allegedly tell people. You know what I'm saying? And it's like this whole process of getting to know yourself, getting to know your friend, and kind of like laughing and being messy along the way. Like really a place to just be ourselves, be real. I love that.
Put it freaking out there. Like, I 1000% agree. I feel like I get to come here and sometimes like try some of the tactics I've been learning in therapy for the first time. Like, you know, this gets to be kind of like my jumping off board for moments like that. And I get to talk to you about things that I haven't talked about yet. And it's kind of like, man, I'm getting able to practice or being able to practice something that I'm working on in real life, but in this safe space first. And it's also practicing a level of vulnerability, because I know that we have our folks here, our audience here, our community here that is tuning in and listening and being like, getting to see a peek into really what we're working through and going through. And I'm gonna let y'all know, it is not easy to share all the time. Like, it's easy to share with Tasha, but it's not always easy to share knowing that the camera is right here. We've been doing this since 2023 and it still is challenging, but I can say that we've gotten a lot better. We've grown so much at like being open with y'all.
That. I feel like
not too much.
Not too much. I know. I feel like there have been times where we both like teared up in the pod. And I do feel like, you know, same thing with me writing my Substack. There's this feeling of knowing that, like, okay, if I'm feeling, because there's been times, and I know you can attest to this, writing the notes for the episode where you feel like, am I really going to say that? Yeah. And there have been times where both of us have been like, I wrote this, but I don't know if I'm going to share this. Mm-hmm. And then I know we've been able to play off of each other to where it's like, if you show up in a way and I'm like, oh, I didn't know we was really going like, real. Okay, well, let me go ahead then. And it's like, we're able to kind of be like, look, girl, it's okay. Like, I'm here with you. And it is nice to have, like I have here is just, I'm yapping with my bestie. Like you said, it's the normal conversations we have, but a lot more pointed because I feel like we're very whimsical. Mm-hmm. Yeah, with the you know what I mean? We can
go all around the world, okay?
It's topsy-turvy, babe, but we be keeping track. Mm-hmm. We will go off on a whole tangent and be like, oh, but back to my, you know, what I was telling you earlier.
And if you made it this far, you know already.
You definitely know. It always comes back around.
It always comes back around, though.
But I also wanted to say, like, this has been a creative outlet that we've had, like, full freedom and control over.
Yes.
And that has been something that has been really dope in a world that is so out of control.
Yeah.
You know, it's so out of control. I know for me, I definitely credit How to Be Real with helping to keep me sane in these times, because it's something it's a constant. It's something we have full control over. It's you and I and a camera, a light, and some mics.
Yeah.
It's really not too much going on with it, and we're able to just pop up, get it done, and it's really nice. And it is really comforting, weirdly, to listen to these episodes back sometimes.
It is.
There's so many times, bro, where I listen back to these episodes, and either me or you or both are saying exactly what I need to hear in a moment. Where I'm just like, dang, wow, I can't believe especially when it's you.
No, for real.
Saying it, and you're like, yikes, I need to hear that right now. I be knowing, I just don't be doing.
Ain't that the truth, though? That is so real. I also really enjoy listening to our past episodes, like, because I'm like, man, sometimes it's moments like that, and sometimes it's moments like, wow, I've grown a lot since this person said this. You know what I mean? I've grown a lot since this version of me was talking, like, or hearing, like, I want to do X, and then I did X. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I forgot I said that. Yes, like, it's like just a little time capsule of, like, our learnings and these versions of us and our journey.
Nice. It's like a memory box. It's really cool to be, like, seeing, like you were just saying, sometimes we're speaking things into existence. Mm-hmm. You're like, oh my God, like, we really did that. That's so cool.
Yeah.
It's so cool. Another thing that I will say is, like, learning things from production, like from concept building to what's good lighting to, you know, marketing and what's the best way to, like, put our stuff out there. This has been a crash course on all of that. What does it mean to put an event together? What does it mean to, you know, host something? What does it mean for, you know, how do we get better audio? You know, how do we pivot if part of the podcast gets ruined? Oh, we can take the ending from this one and put it on that one. It's really, like, you know what I mean? Yep. Like, make it work. And we've learned so freaking much to the point that, like I was saying earlier, we can pop stuff up, get stuff done, pop it back down, and it's fine.
Yeah.
Our natural state is to let things flow, though, and just kind of keep the day open and just do it when it feels right. Mm-hmm. But when we have been, I think we've got it down to one time. It took us like 3 hours from start to finish.
Boom, boom, boom.
To get the pregame and the podcast done, and you be on your way.
Yep.
In like 3 hours.
Boom, boom. When we need to,
we can get her done. We know the beats. But, like, on a day like today, baby, We ate a kale salad,
Ooh,
honey. We got the
so
window open. There's a
good.
breeze coming in.
Right. Got to enjoy a little THC.
Exactly. Some little snacks. She got some chickpea, little
Okay.
crunchies, and it's a time
It's
today.
a time,
It's definitely
right.
a time today. But we've been able to grow this space to be something that feels very cozy and comfy for us. Hopefully it feels very cozy and comfy for you as well if you're here.
Yeah.
And yeah, we just are happy to be able to build something and maintain something that is enriching, you know,
For
enriching
sure.
to others, enriching to ourselves, in so many ways. You know, we're learning. I'm learning so many things about myself as well.
Absolutely.
This is really dope.
Me too. Me too. I like just being also able to share with folks like that y'all not alone either.
Yes.
You know, a lot of the things that we talk about, we bring in here are things we really are experiencing present day or maybe freshly kind of came to terms with or something. And it's like, yeah, you're not alone out there, whoever you are.
Well, I have a question for you.
Okay.
What is something that you've learned about yourself since we started How to Be Real, or like a significant thing? Because I know there's probably a lot. But what's one thing that kind of sticks out where you're like, ooh, How to Be Real taught me this about myself?
Ooh. Oh, that's a great question. Man, I think How to Be Real, ooh, absolutely taught me, I think how to take my time with things, like how to care for something, and a lot more about like consistency in a way that doesn't feel like discipline. You know what I mean? Like there is a difference between just being consistent with something and being disciplined with it. And I feel like there are elements for sure of discipline where it comes to taking care of How to Be Real, but I feel like it feels a lot more like you were mentioning before in a flow state. And it's like, okay, this can be just something that is a consistent piece, a consistent on that doesn't have to feel like a weight on your freaking shoulders. Like it feels like something that you want to continue to show up for. And there can be a difference in those things. I feel like that is definitely a big learning piece for me too. I think something else is like with working with a friend, like it also feels like, okay, it doesn't have to be your How to Be Real work and your friendship all together. Like it can be, they can have their own lives, you know,
Absolutely.
without it feeling like you're neglecting one or the other.
That part.
Like it came with, again, all of these things coming with points in the journey where you're like, wait, this isn't working, refresh, rework, like, you know what I mean? Like, each one of those things, like, where you're like, okay, why do I feel like I'm beating myself down right now to get this done? Or, yeah, like, instead of being like, hey, girl, can we record, instead of on our Wednesday, can we do Thursday?
Yeah.
Or on Tuesday? Or, you know, one of those things where it's like, we don't have to force ourselves into this fucking box. Like it can be cool. And our friendship doesn't have to be fucking just if there's no How to Be Real, there's no friendship. If there's no friendship, there's no How to Be Real. Like it's like it doesn't have to be that either.
It really doesn't have to be so. I mean, everything doesn't have to be so freaking drastic.
Yes.
Like I feel like that's something it's serious, but it's not that serious. And I think you really illustrated it perfectly when you were kind of talking about the difference of and really it's just like connotation, right, between discipline and consistency. Because being consistent is, you do have to be disciplined to be consistent with anything you're doing, you know? So I think I can definitely attest to that, just being like, okay, relaxing around it and like knowing that like, and again, we've been at it since 2023. So like, it does help to have that experience of like, okay, we've definitely got it. How to Be Real is a part of both of our lives and we both care about it. And I think we've probably went through certain things where we either felt like I was falling short or you were falling short, where I know I've been like, man, do I care too much about it? Do I care more than she does? And then, or it's like, dang, does she care more than me? Am I not pulling my weight? Like I know I've had those times where it's like, okay, we both care.
Yeah.
And if at one point, you know, somebody is maybe having other things on their plate and needs someone to kind of pick something up, we can do that. And then vice versa, because that's what this is. This is our little baby, you know, the space that we're growing and cultivating. And I like it. I like the order that we've done it as well, where we're like, we've gotten the consistency down, we've curated the space, we feel good about what we're doing, and we're confident in what we're putting out there. And now we're getting the marketing going, baby. You know? And we won't mention our numbers here, but the numbers are
on the rise, baby. On the rise.
I'm really happy with the plans, girl.
Me too. But also too, what's one thing that How to Be Real has taught you?
Ooh, one thing that How to Be Real has taught me about myself really is that there was a lot of reluctance and trepidation with me, like using my voice and saying, like I was saying earlier, like wanting to come from an honest place. There was absolutely a bunch of filters that I was running myself through that were, you know, things that I was like afraid, I guess, what other people would think or how they would receive them, or even like, I don't know, like just a bunch of like, probably just things that were said to me back in the day that I internalized and then repeated to myself. Kind of things, how it always is.
How it always
like
is.
You were saying, like maybe someone cringed one time, and so now I'm like, oh, I don't want to say anything that's gonna ruffle any feathers. And it's like, again, you turn 30. And you listen, you have the podcast, you're like, okay, we're calling it How to Be Real. I think that, calling it that for me has absolutely been like, girl, you gonna bring this fake shit up in here?
Nope, not up in here.
That's what you're gonna do? No, you're not.
Yeah.
And so absolutely this space has done that to where it's like, okay, once we're in it, the trepidation is gone. And now I'm using my voice, and with that, it's helped me to be like, oh my God, this voice, and it's fine. Like I can speak my truth. I can even be wrong. I can even make a mistake. And guess what? The world still spins, girl. It is not that deep.
Exactly.
I just be like, whoop, my bad.
My bad. Let me come back and correct myself. My bad, y'all.
Foot in mouth, y'all. I did not know what I was talking about. I'm sorry. Anyway.
Yes.
Moving on.
That's a really
and
good
I like
one.
that, of just like being able to be like, girl, it's okay, you got it wrong. It's good. What are you gonna do?
Gotta use that voice nonetheless.
You gotta use that voice nonetheless. I know when we first started, I was so afraid to flub. Like, I meant to say
Yeah.
This is like, the more you do it, you're more like, they know, they're here.
Yeah.
They're in a conversation. And when you're talking to people, if they flub, I'm not usually like, you dumbass. Like,
you don't know how to say words.
It's just like, oh, this is proof that I'm talking to a real person. At this point, shoot. AR.
Right now, we're talking to real people. So it's gonna stay like that. At least around here. It's staying like that.
We're not AIing. But it's okay to make a mistake. It's okay to flub. It's okay to put up something and not like it and be like, oh, I didn't really like that. Like, I remember we used to really, not obsess over, but really be like, we need the perfect picture. Cover of our How to Be. Like, oh. But then I remember as we were doing it, because it's, again, every other week, for 3 years, there was a certain point, like maybe a year and a half in, where both of us are just kind of like, this is good enough. Like, it's fine. Like, I don't need to look like Barbie. It doesn't need to be me sitting there smiling. Like, it's fine if it's in the middle of me talking and it's like I look like I'm in the middle of talking.
Because literally we talk. Right.
We were talking the whole time.
We're talking.
Don't obsess over the perfect screen grab. I don't know if there even is one. Unless you literally are posing the whole time you're talking, which I realized trying to get the perfect screenshot, I don't do that. I'm very gesticulating, doing everything, face, hands, head, posture,
knees, toes,
changing, shoulders up, down. I'm doing a lot.
Facts.
But I'm really happy with the space that we've created, and really, honestly and truly, more than anything, I am absolutely happy with How to Be Real in my life. Like, having this space in my life is so freaking dope, and it adds value to my life. It makes me happy. It adds value, and I love being here. So I think above everything else, that's how I feel about this space. Like, it's just definitely making life worth living. It's cute. I love it here.
I love it here. I freaking love it here. Yes, Fran.
It's dope. We did a good job. This is dope.
Yes.
This is really dope. So bringing us on to the last segment, girl, media review.
Mm-hmm.
A new one that we actually are starting to like because, you know, we be watching all the movies and reading all the books and stuff.
We be in the medias.
Yeah. So one that I wanted to talk about was this movie that me and Dale went to see, and like we didn't really know much about it, right? We knew it was based off of a book, and then we started to watch. Dell likes to look at like movie reviews, and so he clicked on a review, and we saw the person who was a really dope person. I wish I knew this creator's like handle. She's a YouTube girly, and she was talking about the movie, and she was like, okay, it's based off of this book. It takes place in space, and she gives the broad strokes, and she's like, and now spoiler alert. So if you haven't seen the movie and you don't want to like spoil it for yourself, I would like
skip,
not watch past this part. So then we was like, okay, let's not watch it because we don't want to know the whole plot. So we didn't really know what it was about. We just knew space movie. So we were like, all right, let's go. And when I tell you this ended up being like the cutest movie that I have seen in a long time, I thought it was gonna be like with the name like Hail Mary.
Oh, it was Hail Mary. Yes.
Catastrophic. You know, I don't know. I was just thinking like catastrophe, like end of the world, da da da. And it kind of is that, but it ain't at the same time. Like the story ends up being something completely different, and it's like Ryan Gosling did a really good job. There was like a lot of moments where he, you know, was sentimental and like he was crying and you know really struggling and having these like deep emotional spaces. And it's like him and this little alien, this little like rock alien in the thing. So I'm like, I as an actor, I'm watching it and I'm like, he's giving such a really good performance. Like he did good, and he's one of those actors that I wasn't sure. I was like, how serious can we take him? Like vulnerable moments, you don't really think Ryan Gosling, but he is a good actor. Like he is. He's a really good actor, and he really did well. And I was thinking like there were moments where he's like hugging this alien. I'm like, I wonder what he was really hugging on set. You
Literally,
know, really connecting with this little. It might have been a person, right? in one of them little green outfits that he had to like really connect with. But I love those behind the scenes thing where it's like, oh, you know, Daenerys acting like she's on this dragon, but really it's like
a big cardboard
something that's green. But yeah.
Yes.
I think it was really, really cute. I don't know. Do you think you're going to watch it?
I do, because I heard some really great reviews about it.
So I won't spoil too much, but there is a little rock alien, and it is
it looked cute, because at first, like, when you're watching the preview, I'm, like, not sure where they're taking it, because they're, like, you know, they go in the previews, it's like they go and they search out Ryan Gosling, they need him for something, and he's like, what do you need me for? I'm, like, a school teacher or something like that, and then they bring him in for this big space mission, and he ends up in space, and like you said, he's talking to an alien, and it seems like, from what they peek at, like, the alien and him form this bond, and I'm like, this is really interesting. I'm like, I don't know where this movie is going, you know? So I was like, I think I'm gonna wait to watch this. Rod and I also be watching the previews and stuff. And we're like, I think we're gonna wait to watch this until it comes on HBO, because we're like, I don't know how this is gonna you know? So I'm so happy to hear that it was good.
It was really good. And I liked it. I liked seeing it in the theaters too. It was definitely one of the movies. Me and Dale, we're movie people. We love going to the movies. So he was like, let's just go to the movies. I want to watch this one. So we go and we watch it, and I'm like, this is actually a good movie. I like this. Because there's been times where we're just like, you know, frick it, let's go watch this one. And it's like, no, that movie was not that good. Sometimes one of us is falling asleep. And we're like, we're asleep. But yeah, it was cute. It was very, very cute. And there's a twist in there where you're just like, oh my God, no wonder. Yeah, it's really good.
I wonder how the book is.
So the guy who wrote that book, have you ever seen that space movie, The Martian, with I believe Matt Damon? So that's also based off a book by the same author. So he like writes books.
He likes space stuff.
Yeah, he's like a space dude. And The Martian was a good movie.
It was a good movie.
Where he was making them potatoes or growing them potatoes.
He was.
Sustaining on Mars. Was he on? Yeah, he was on Mars. Martian. Duh. But yeah, this one, good.
Okay.
Good movie.
Noted.
I would highly recommend watching it. And honestly, there was a time where I think I teared up like twice. Where I'm just like, oh.
Okay, rating. How many stars?
How many stars out of what? 5?
Out of 5.
Yeah, we usually do 5. I would give it like a solid 4.6. Like I think
high praise.
I was really thinking like I think Ryan Gosling did. he was himself. When an actor who like you could tell like Ryan Gosling probably in real life isn't a guy that takes himself too seriously. You know what I mean? Like and so it's like he's never gonna be that character where there are some actors that, you can tell they're very poised and they take themselves seriously and it shows through in their work. Someone like Christian Bale. You know what I mean? Like even when he plays a more funny character, he does take it very seriously. Absolutely. And Ryan Gosling is one of those people, it's like, yeah, I'm a little lighter with it. You know what I mean? So he brought that to this character. So it was very authentic the way that he was portraying. And I thought it was a good job. I did.
Okay, sold. I'm definitely gonna. You said 4.6. That's huge. Okay. I
liked it.
Period. Okay, so a show that I've been watching is called Big Mistakes, and it's on Netflix. It just recently came out, and it's with Dan Levy. I believe he wrote and produced this project. But anywho, it's about a brother and sister. It's about a family, but it's mainly about a brother and sister, Dan Levy and his sister. Dan Levy plays a preacher and who's gay, but like his congregation doesn't know that.
Yeah.
And his sister is just kind of like, she had this splashy life in Hollywood and then trying to make it, and then it didn't work out. And so now she's come back home and is just kind of like trying to figure out her way.
Isn't she a school teacher?
Yes,
yeah,
she's a
school teacher.
And she's like, with this guy who she kind of likes, but not really. It's a whole thing.
High school sweetheart type thing. Yeah.
And so, and he's kind of an asshole, but like he's nice at the same time. It's very, but anywho, they do something and they basically accidentally get hooked into a life of crime. And it's just, I like the comedy path that Dan Levy takes. Like it makes it it's easy watching, but it also makes you want to pay attention. It's not so easy to where you're like, well, I mean, I guess it could be one of those shows that you just kind of have on in the background, but the way he writes it, it makes you want to watch it for real. Similar to like Schitt's Creek, where you're like, yes, this can be a pass the time kind of show, but it's actually funny, and I actually do want to know what's going on.
And there is actually a story here.
Yes.
That's how I felt about Schitt's Creek. It's like this family is going somewhere. Like all of a sudden you look up and you're like, Moira is doing this movie, and you're like, oh shit, her career might be she might be doing something with this Crows movie. Okay. She's doing it. Like, I know when they showed her scene where she was giving her monologue and then all the crows, and the director was like, uh-oh, this might be a good movie.
Yeah.
Just like, yes, baby. You got Catherine O'Hara over here.
Seriously.
And she throws herself into a character.
She does. She really does. Rest in peace, dude. No, for real. Oh my God,
I seen a video recently where somebody asked Dan Levy if they would do Schitt's Creek again. And he was like, or they asked if it was ever in the works, or like if they ever thought about it. And he was like, we did. And he was like, and he started off with like, yeah, we did. And it was almost like you could see that he remembered that Catherine O'Hara is no longer. And he was like, but now, no.
Yeah.
We absolutely would. It was like, why would you ask him that?
No, yeah, that's...
Everyone was in the comments like, never ask him that question
ever again.
What the heck? Like, what are you talking about?
Literally, what I love about what he did in Schitt's Creek, and I can see some of that in Big Mistakes as well, is that he does such a good job. Him and his team of writers do a really great job at bringing like family traumas and dynamics to the surface without it feeling traumatizing.
Yeah.
Without it feeling too heavy. Like it's like, oh, I can see. It reminds me of like throwback sitcoms where there's always a moral at the end of the episode kind of vibe, without it like being. Sometimes it was a little heavy-handed, but without it being ridiculous. So you don't leave the show feeling heavy and like full of like, oh, you kind of called me out on that. Yeah. And if they do call you out on something that you might feel triggered by, it's in a very funny, poking fun kind of way.
Very pokey way. Right?
Yes, exactly.
Bet you know what that feels like.
Yes. So yeah, that one was, I've been enjoying it. I'm not done yet, but I've been having a lot of fun with that one.
Yeah.
So I would give it out of 5 stars. Seeing as I'm not done, I'm going to give her, a solid 4.
Oh.
I don't have, I like it. I'm like, there's room to grow.
Yeah.
But I don't have any negatives.
Okay.
For real. Like, I don't have any, like, harsh criticisms. And it's also, like, how harsh of a criticism can you have on, like, you know.
Such a light watching show.
Yes. I mean, I guess you could have some.
You could, because some intended to be light watching shows are just not good.
Exactly.
Too light. Now it's boring.
Exactly. Or laugh track. Please, take it out. We're beyond laugh tracks, guys.
We are.
Please.
I know. I really, really like that show. What is it called? The Upshaws.
Oh, yeah.
But they should take the laugh track off. Because I feel like Wanda Sykes is hilarious. We don't need to be told when her jokes are landing.
No.
Baby. They're landing. Wanda Sykes is hilarious.
Wanda Sykes is so funny.
So is Mike Epps. I feel like Mike Epps is also funny.
Without trying. Like, we don't need the laugh track. These people are truly funny.
Yeah, don't make it so sick. I think that's the thing of sitcoms, and it's very like beat on beat. And sometimes it can make things feel kind of forced because you have to be at a certain pace.
Yes. And
so I think with a show like Big Mistakes, you get the freedom to kind of make it faster or slow it down. You know,
that's a great point.
It has the free form comedy.
Yes.
That just feels a little more authentic.
That is a great point.
You know, makes it a little more, makes you want to lean in, like you said. So yeah, I've been watching it too. I feel like I'm on episode 4.
Oh, word.
Episode 4?
Yes.
Yeah. It's cray.
It's cray.
I get into it.
Yeah.
I get into it.
Yes.
And my sister Hella likes it.
She is liking it. She's like, you know, I think I finally found the thing I'm good at. Like, you're like, bro, what?
Girl, what?
Being a criminal? Okay.
Go ahead then, girl.
Go off then, girl.
But I was going to talk about that show, The Rooster.
Oh, right.
With Steve Carell. I'll briefly say it's funny. Steve Carell's hilarious still. He has that like awkward humor that I just really love.
He's great at that.
He is. He's so good at it. And he's like the lovable loser that you just love. But actually, he's not even really much a loser there. I like him.
Because he's like a super popular author, right?
Yeah, he's a super, like a romance novel writer.
Of course, okay.
That ends up teaching at this, you know, university where his daughter works. And his daughter's husband cheated on her, and then she accidentally burned his house down. It's funny. It's funny. It's a really, really funny show. I like it.
Quick
it's
stars.
Easy watching. And yes, quick stars. I will also give that a 4. I'll give it a 4.5. Okay. It's also not done. I haven't seen where they're taking it.
Yes.
But so far, I'm like, okay, it's kind of like in the same genre of Big Mistakes. Like, it's very easy watching. And, you know.
Okay, I'm going to have to get into that.
Check into it. I think you'll like it.
Okay, period.
And then the last thing that I do want to dive into is Send Help, that movie with Rachel McAdams.
Oh,
girl.
Where she's with her boss or something and they get stranded on the island?
Stranded on a desert island. Honey.
Ooh, how was it?
Oh my God. Let me tell you, I love this movie.
Period.
It was really good.
I wasn't sure I was going to feel about it.
I liked the end. I really liked the end. So because of the end, I'm gonna give the stars off tops. Like, it's 4.7.
Ooh.
Like, I would totally watch it again.
Okay.
But yeah, she starts off and she's one of them characters who's like, girl, yikes.
Like, stand up for yourself type vibe.
More like, these people are being mean, but also you are kind of like there's this scene where she's talking to the boss and she has like tuna on her mouth.
Oh gosh. Oh no.
Like, she literally bites the sandwich, puts it in a drawer, sees the new boss because the boss dies and runs up to him like, hi, I'm such and such. And then like he doesn't want to promote her to VP because of her whole generalist vibe. And he just doesn't like her. He's like, that was gross. That was disgusting. Like, I do not want her representing this company. Like, whatever. So it's like, on one hand, it's like, he's being a jerk, but he kind of has a point. Like, girl, look at you. You are a man. Like, why do you look like this? And then
kind of disheveled.
It turns out that she's like trying to audition to be on the show Survivor. So you know the skills you need to be on Survivor is like, you need to have survival skills, but you also need to have like, manipulating people kind of things. The most manipulative motherfucker is gonna win Survivor.
Yes.
And so they end up going down, and it's funny, as the plane's going down, the asshole dudes are on a private jet going to some, you know, merger meeting, whatever, and
corporate bros.
Yeah, and they're all on the thing. She's sitting in the back working on something, a problem they need her to solve. She's working on it. Like, oh yeah, I'll fix that. Da da da. And she's thinking, I want this VP job, so I want to do this thing. Yeah. But you know, she has headphones on and she's on her laptop, kind of, you know, working as people do. And she ends up hearing something. She takes her headphones off. They're watching her Survivor audition tape and cackling, baby. making fun. Like
How did they
and it's
find
also,
her tape?
I don't know. They don't say. But when they look at this, you're never gonna guess who this is. And then they play it and they're like, oh my God. Da, da, da. And she's like, it's cute. She's like in a tree and showing off her skills. And you're like, damn. And they're really making fun of her. And as the viewer, I remember thinking like, this isn't really embarrassing. Like me and Della are watching it. We're like, this isn't embarrassing. This is actually kind of cool. Like I don't think I would be. I think I would be just shocked that it was her. Like, damn, you seem like you
don't do this.
Do anything. You barely know how to eat a tuna sandwich without making a mess. I didn't know that you was real like
had it like that.
Yeah. But anyway, so they're laughing. She sees that and she's like, okay, yeah, delete all this problem I just solved and I'm not going to save it.
Oh, I heard that girl. Then F them guys.
Plane crash. Horrible plane crash. Not going to get into it, but it's the plane crash scene is even like, yes. Crashes, it's the boss. It's her and the boss. They don't find nobody else. And they're on this island and she knows how to do everything. He don't know how to do shit.
They gotta survive.
And he's injured. So she's like, you know, doing everything and he's still thinking those same dynamics of like,
he's
I'm
talking
the boss,
shit, talking down to her.
And at one point he's just like, you need to do X, Y, and Z. She's like, I don't need to do anything. And he's like, well then, you know, you work for me. And she was like, do I? Oh, and then she dipped. He couldn't walk because his leg was messed up. She dipped and she left for like a day. Came back, he was dehydrated. He was fucked up. He couldn't move. He was like,
done pooped and peed on himself.
Oh my God, please. And she's got, here's some water. Yeah. And that changed it. And then she liked
herself.
She ended up liking that dynamic switch. And so then, you know, she finds civilization hides it from him. Shit gets
She found
crazy.
civilization? Okay, wait, don't tell me no more because I want to see this movie.
Girl.
You guys saw it in theaters?
No.
Rented it?
Yeah.
Period. Mm-hmm. Okay, so, I'm gonna need to. Okay. Period.
It's
okay. I like Rachel McAdams.
And she
does a good job. Guy too.
He's a good actor too. He does good.
Maze
great
Runner
acting. And Rachel McAdams just the journey her character goes on and the way that she navigates it is just really, really good. She's selling it. I mean, Rachel McAdams is a great actor.
I mean, come on now.
It really is. She's selling it. And it really is. I was like, ooh, I like this one. It's a good movie.
Period.
Good movie. Like I said, 4.7. Check it out.
Okay, 4.7. Okay. We're going to have to see that.
The girl isn't going to love the end.
Oh my gosh, we love a girl power movie. You know what I mean? You're like, fuck them.
She said fuck them.
Okay, I was going to talk about The Testaments, which is that spin-off show from Bridesmaids, Handmaid's Tale.
Different vibe.
Totally different vibe. I would like a spin-off show from Bridesmaids, actually. That would actually be great. God. But I think I'm going to talk about Euphoria instead.
Oh, God.
So, the new, quick review on The Testaments. Quick stars. I mean, it just kind of started. I watched the first 3 episodes. I'm going to give it 3 out of 5. Going into Euphoria, though. All right, the new season dropped. Season 3, which is also the last season, which, good. Bring it to a close, y'all.
That's what I'm hearing. Okay,
Bring it to a close, y'all.
Let me get some water.
Look, I'm going to be honest. I feel like Euphoria was one of those shows that was like, at the very first season, it was like, oh, wow, there's a lot going on here. This is a very different teen type show that I've ever fucking seen, because this is like very adult. Very adult.
A little too adult.
Little too adult, where you're like, why is this focused on high schoolers? Why is this not a college show? But
very easily could have been a college show and made way more sense.
But again, Sam Levinson, Drake. Y'all, I mean,
they're not like us.
Interested in whatever you're interested in, young people, I suppose. Season 2 was like, okay, we're getting crazy. Things are happening. You know, Rue's storyline is all over the place.
Off the wall.
You know, everybody's...
She broke that door down with her body. That was crazy. She was in her bag.
She got the range, dude. Zendaya has range. And that is honestly the only reason why I'm still on this train. Yeah, she's
carrying
because of Zendaya.
The show. Because what other character...
I just feel like now we are in...
I do like Jacob Elordi, though.
I do like Jacob Elordi. And it's crazy because I had after... I liked him in those cute little movies. The first time I ever seen him was...
All the Boys Have Kissed, is it that one?
No, it's the other one like that. Kissing Booth.
Kissing Booth. Okay.
Kissing Booth. So there's the number one, number two. Liked him in those, and then I think the next time I seen him was in Euphoria, which is a completely
different vibe,
different role
for sure.
I'm like, oh, Nate Jacobs is fucking psycho, and then Frankenstein, and I was like, ooh, I fucked with Frankenstein.
I was really like skeptical about him being Frankenstein. I don't know why, but I was. But I was just like, he did so good.
So good. And what was that one movie we watched over here? And it ends with like, there's a murder on the dance floor.
Oh yeah, what is it? Saltburn.
Saltburn. And you know,
he was good in that too.
He did good in Saltburn. But now Nate Jacobs' story, it's like the things that him and Cassie are going back and forth with. It's like the Nate Jacobs from season 2 would have fucking flipped out and had this bitch scared by now. Like now he's all kind of nice, you know, and not nice, but this
he medicated,
kind or whatever. I'm like, it's because your dad's gone now and you took over the business, because this is like I think 4 years after high school for them.
Oh, good.
So we pick up. They're like 21 now or something, like 21, 22. So anywho, it feels like the storyline is a little all over the place. It's like, are we watching a Western drug cartel show, or are we watching like people in the suburbs trying to figure out life? Are we watching folks in Hollywood try to make it? Like, it feels like a whole bunch of different shows kind of combined into one, which sometimes that works, but I don't know if that's working yet. Secondly, it is we've been using this word recently, Tosh, grotesque. Like, there are some real grotesque moments, and I'm like, it's one thing to have like that shock value, but it's another to just be gross. Like, I don't know if this is necessarily a spoiler. If I wouldn't consider this a spoiler, but I would consider this a warning.
I was just gonna say, maybe a little bit of a like, yikes, put your hand up at this part.
Literally, like, they show a chicken not get its head cut off, but ripped off. Like they set the chicken up in like this little device that kind of keeps your neck up, and he just pulls its body down. And it's like, what the fuck?
What is that?
What's the context? How does this? Literally, she's just going to the ranch or some ranch or whatever, and the guy's talking to her. He's like, all right, whatever. And it's like, what? How is this adding to the story? There's a lot of different moments like that in Euphoria, specifically in this first episode of season 3, that you're like, how is this adding to the story? How's this catching us up? How is this creating a deeper relationship with any of these characters? I don't understand. I'm confused. And I think y'all are very lucky that Zendaya said yes to a 3rd season of that, because the fuck?
I wonder if it was like contract.
Probably.
Or it was like, damn.
Probably so. And so many folks now are past, like Angus Cloud. He's not on the show anymore. R.I.P. to him. And McSteamy. I forgot his name. Yes.
Patrick Dempsey?
No, McSteamy.
Oh, I'm thinking McDreamy. Okay. Oh, yes. Oh, didn't he have like Parkinson's or ALS?
ALS.
Oh, I didn't know he passed.
What is his name? He did. And he has, oh my God, he has a sweet, what is his name? He has the sweetest freaking like doc on Netflix. It's not even in the full doc, but it's basically like him saying his last words to all his family members, like his nuclear family, some of his other family members too. But there's this piece where he's talking directly to his daughters, and it's like him using his voice for some of like the last times, because, you know, it was very challenging for him to talk. Girl, tears. Very, very sad, but also very thoughtful, very sweet.
I'm sure it's nice for his family to have that.
Yeah. And also be able to get a little bit of money since they released it on Netflix. And anyway,
that's good.
Yeah, so he's also passed, and so he's not on the show anymore either. And it's just, you know, I think you start to, and then the girl who plays Cassie, big titty white girl, what's her name? Sydney Sweeney. Yeah. She also, you know, she has her own elements of whatever is going on, and I feel like the energy in the show is
completely
just
unlikable. I'm gonna be honest.
Literally,
I can't. She's insufferable.
So I don't know. Overall, wait, I'm finding out his name. His name is Eric Dane.
Eric Dane.
Eric
Dane.
Rest
in peace, Eric Dane. I was
yes.
gonna say Patrick Dempsey.
No, right?
I
no.
thought he had a movie coming out.
Right? Like, oh my gosh, what? Yeah, so stars, so far I'm giving 2 out of 5.
Yeah.
2 out of 5.
It's giving, I definitely don't want to be one of those ones. Like this isn't the season that I need to watch as it comes out. Like
No.
maybe once it's all out, see what people think.
Yeah.
You know, I'm cool with hearing about it. It's not one of them ones where I'm afraid of spoilers. Like I'm totally fine with it.
Literally.
It's all good.
Yeah. So, anyways, that's all I got.
That's that. What do y'all think about, or listener, what do you think about Zendaya and Euphoria?
Right.
Is it a vibe? Is it a match? Because, again, would we watch Euphoria without Zendaya? I feel like if it was just what the hell happened to Rue with all them drugs,
and that's
they could have totally just gave us just that, and it would have been totally fine.
Literally.
What did happen with Zendaya and those drugs? Because that was a lot of drugs to go. There was a suitcase full of drugs to go missing. So the fact that she's alive 4 years later is shocking.
Yeah. Well, also, I guess, spoiler-ish, but old girl finds her and is like, girl, you owe me money, and now you're going to be my drug mule until you pay me off.
Oh, I did see her swallowing balloons.
Oh, and that's another thing. Oh. Speaking of grotesque, the things that they show you with them balloons, girl, it's just like, why? Anyway. Sick shit.
But yeah, watch at your own risk, I guess.
Yeah, pretty much.
If you like that, if you like grotesque.
Yeah, so need a review. Let us know what you're watching right now. So I wanted to thank Alfred Street Baptist Church because they donated $1 million to stop public housing evictions of over 300 struggling families.
Isn't that beautiful? That's, to me, what church should be about.
Truly.
That makes people want to go to Alfred Street Baptist Church and tithe and offer. If that's what the money's going to. The community in a real freaking way.
Yep.
That is beautiful.
Something they can use right now.
Right now. Tangible.
Not tomorrow, not 10 years from now. Right now.
Tangible.
Yes. So thank you so much, y'all. Like, with all the crazy news out there with what different churches are doing and how they're like
closing doors and storms and locking people in to give more money.
I was just gonna say, like, shaming people for not spending their last on their tithes and offerings. Like, I don't think God would want you to be struggling.
I don't think God gives a hoot about money, if I'm going to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Like, I think God cares way more about how you're showing up in the world and how you're treating other people than how much money you are giving to your pastor and your church. Yeah. But hey, that's just me.
Look, maybe if you don't have money, maybe you spend time working in the bookstore.
Maybe you volunteer your
time. Exactly.
And like your energy.
Yeah, so big ups to y'all because we need more. We need more of y'all to set the tone
out here. Bring the Christianity back to real life. Because what are we doing? We're telling all these stories.
Please.
It's a mess.
Please, exactly. And if you know of any good news or, again, any great medias, or you just want to say hi and say, hey, y'all want to know my business, you can send us a listener letter at heyhowtobereal@gmail.com. You can also find us on socials at howtobereal. We're on all of them, so dive in and find us. I'm at justsay_tay.
And I'm at the Tasha B.
Yes, and remember, we are not therapists. We just have them, so take it all with a little grain of salt. And this week's random reel is on my girl Tasha B.
Yes, it is. And this one is... I need you to hear this, so I'm sharing it. This version of you may not be perfect. The truth is, no version ever will be. It's not about being perfect. It's about being you.
Oh, that was very sweet. And also a wake-up call. Like, stop striving for perfection, bro.
There is no perfection. Yeah. There really isn't.
Just be happy now. Or content. At peace.
You, baby, and give yourself a hug.
Yeah.
You deserve it.
And with that,
stay real, baby.